Hey everybody, Josh from SILCA here to talk about step 4. Now step 4, I'm going to be honest, is a little bit of a misnomer. Step 4 is also known as renew. And once you've done steps 1 through 3, washing your bike, you are ready to ride. So you do not need step 4 to go ride your bike. But you do need step 4 to bridge the gap between major bike washings. I mean, if we're really being honest with ourselves, how many times a year are you truly washing your bike, like completely at this level? I mean, maybe the most particular of us are doing it once a month, 12 times a year, maybe 6 times a year, maybe 4 times a year. Some of the bikes that we see at events we do maybe every other year. Washing your bike is the cheapest, easiest way to make it last longer, retain its value, and honestly, it goes faster when it's clean, particularly because your drivetrain efficiency is so improved. But we need a step to get us in between those washings, because outside of the World Tour, nobody is washing their bike in a deep clean sort of fashion every ride. And that's where Renew, step 4 here, comes in. This one is pretty cool. This is the same multi-patented advanced surfactant technology that we talked about in steps 1 and 2. This is that we talk about the lift, encapsulate, and lubricate. That technology is in here, so you can spray it on a dry bike, right? So no water involved in this cleaning. You can spray it right on your dirty bike. This will lift and encapsulate all the dirt and grit and grime that's in the paint, and really everywhere on the bike. It's going to lift and encapsulate that. The lubricating surfactant technology is going to allow it to be wiped away cleanly without scratching the paint. But what's really exciting about this one is that it contains a couple percent silicon dioxide. Now, silicon dioxide, SiO2, that is the ingredient in most ceramic paint coatings. And what's really cool about this product is that the bit of residue left behind, normally we're very anti-residue in these spaces. This is intentionally formulated to leave behind a thin film of wax with silicon dioxide in it that will harden in place to continue protecting your paint. So we said in our step 3 how the graphene can get you to 9H pencil hardness. Silicon dioxide is an 8H hardness, but it doesn't commingle with the graphene layer, it builds on top of it. And so you're essentially building a secondary protective layer with 8H hardness on top of your 9H hardness graphene layer. So, think of it as sort of like wearing a belt and suspenders, right? It's sort of you're doubling up on the protection of your paint. But you're doing it all in one step while cleaning at the same time. You can also use this product on bicycles that have not been pre-sealed with a ceramic coating or with our graphene product. So if you want to just use it as a cleaner, you absolutely can. This guy also works amazingly well on components, and leaves the same ultra hard residue that keeps the dirt and grit and grime from building up there as well. The one thing, and we say this with the graphene seal as well, you just don't want to get it on your brake discs, right, or your rotors. It does leave behind a very hard but yet naturally lubricious ceramic coating, not the kind of thing you want on your brake rotors. So ideally every ride, but every couple of rides, pull out the bottle of Renew, spray it in the rag or spray the bike down with it, avoid the rotors, give it a wipe. You're going to look like $1 million. You're going to increase your resale value of your bike. Yeah, your friends will notice. Your bike's going to get less dirty on the next ride, right? Because there's fewer nooks and crannies for that dirt and grit and grime to stick to. So there you go. Step 4. Yeah, I've been using it every ride. It's kind of a game changer. And we even use it, here at the office. We've got the vintage bike collection, and this is what they get as a wipe down, once a month to keep them looking amazing. So, thanks for listening.